Hey everyone, Dave here, joined by my buddy Chris, and today we are going to be playing Las Vegas Royale from Alea Games, distributed by Ravensburger. This is number 1 in the 20th anniversary series of games. So here it is in all of its glory. This is a game designed by Rudiger Dorn. This is for 2 to 5 players. And what we're going to be doing is, this is an area majority game where we're going to be using dice, and we're going to be placing them in these various casinos and trying to claim the money cards, and whoever at the end of the game has the most money is going to win. And we're going to play over 3 rounds. Now what we've done at the beginning of the game is each player is going to receive 8 dice. 7 of them are regular. One of them is this larger one that has black pips on there, and these are considered are a biggie, and they count as 2 dice. And we also have been dealt these 2 chips. Now these chips are going to allow us to essentially pass on a turn, and you'll see how that works. And at the end of the game, for each one of these that we still have with us, they're worth $10,000. So the way that, what we've done is we've distributed money cards to each of the casinos, and we sorted them out, and the highest money card, the highest amount of money cards, goes in the number 6 casino, and progressively there's lower amounts that are down here in the lower casinos. And what we have done is we have randomly selected, there's 8 tiles that come in the game, and they're double-sided. We flip them over, and we place them up onto these the 1, 2, and 3 casinos as recommended in the game. So the lower value ones, there's more of an incentive to come down here to play like these little mini games, for example. So the first one is called Black Box, and whoever wins this casino at the end of the round, the player to the left of them, which would be me in this case, if Chris won it, I will take these, and they're worth money cards. Some of them are worth 0, and I'm going to place them into stacks, and he's going to choose one, A or B. And he's going to get whatever he chooses. Nice dice over here is we have a chance to either place, when we place a die in here, we're going to activate this, and we'll have a choice to either take a die that we just roll, that we put already in this casino onto here, or a die that we just rolled and place it into one of these spaces on this space. And at the end of the round, whatever we, at the payout, we'll get whatever we have on there. If there's another player that already has a die on there, we could essentially bump that person out. So if like a number 5 was here, if I wanted to put a 5 on here, that other 5 die is going to go into the number 5 casino. But it will not trigger that casino if there was a tile there. And then finally we have high 5. And over there at the high 5, whoever places, when they place their 5th die, in that, if they place it in number 3, they're going to grab that high 5 token, and at payout they'll be able to exchange it for $100,000. So kind of an interesting way to time your playing that's there. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is with 2 players, we need to have a like a neutral player that's going to go in there. And the way this is going to go is we're going to take a set of unused dice, and we're going to roll them all, and we're going to place them in the casino, so we already see what we're going to be going up against. So here we're going to just take these and place them out. So there are these 3 5s. So the way this works is these 3 5s are going to go here. There's a 4 that goes here. The 1 in the biggie goes here. So this is like 3. And then we have a 3 and we have a 6 here. So we already know that this is what's going to happen. So what's on a player's turn, they're going to roll all of their dice into the dice arena. They're going to choose one value that they roll, and they're going to place all of their dice of that value into the particular casino and see what happens. And then that's going to be the end of their turn. They'll pull the rest of their dice out, and then we're going to go around the table and continue doing that until all players have their dice placed. Then what's going to happen at payout is we're going to look, and if there's any player that has the same number of dice, especially if they're in the leaders, they're going to be removed from the board. So if somebody's tied for the lead, their dice, they could eliminate each other, and the next player could come in. So it's going to make for some interesting decisions. And like I said, if these chips, if we don't like our roll, we can spend one of these chips to basically pass and pull our dice back out, and then it would be the other player's turn. But at the end of the game, these are worth $10,000 each. So we're going to go ahead, and Chris is going to go ahead and start off and be the first player, and he is going to roll his dice and see what happens.
Well, that was interesting enough. So 6 is the highest
Yes.
valued.
There's a 90 and a 70,000 over there.
I have another 3 in here somewhere.
Okay. So you're gonna take the rest of your dice out now. All right. So it's my turn. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so I have 4 3s, and I have a 2. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take my 2 right here, and I will go ahead and place a 6 right there on that nice dice. So if it manages to stick there, I'll get 60,000 at the end of the game.
So it's my turn. I just rolled, I believe. I got a bunch of 6s.
4 of them actually.
4 6s and what? A 4 and 3. I'm not gonna.
There's a 90,000 though in that 6 casino.
I'm not gonna sit and let the 6 just sit there.
Oh wow, I have a lot of 1s. A 2 and a 3. Wow. Put that 4 over there.
Okay. I have a pair of dice left. Well. Oh.
You can spend a chip if you don't want to.
I was gonna. Yeah, I think that's better for me to do. So
Okay.
spend a chip.
Okay, and you pull your dice out. All right, so we have another. Let's place another 4 over here, like that.
Okay.
6s again.
And you said these are 10,000 if I'm used, but I can get more.
Yeah, potentially you can get more with like little mini games and stuff like that. Wow, that's fun. If you roll 6s again, it's like you're like meant to do it.
I guess.
So 1, 2, 3. It's gonna put me at my 6th die if I do that. If I go into the high 5 over there.
Leave my 5.
I'm gonna place a number. I'm gonna place a 4 right there. Pretty much try to lock that up.
What's a 1 anyway?
30,000. Pull your 6 out. Yeah, why not? Okay, well, it's not going to get me anything there. I have a 3 and I have a 6. Well, that's good enough to be able. You're all placed, right? So you get one more roll. And that's a 2 over there. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put that right there because I can get 2 chips there. All right, so this is the end of the first round. We have all of our dice placed, and we're just going to start resolving them from casino by casino. So over here, the house actually is going to win this with 3, so we're not going to do anything with that. They will take the 50,000 points. Chris, you have second place with 30,000. I have nothing, so we'll take our dice back.
And money is face down.
Yes. Then the number 2 casino, I have the most. I'll take the 50,000. The 30,000 goes away. And then I'm also going to be able to receive the rewards that are on here. So I have 2 more chips are going to come my way and 60,000. So I'll actually go through the bank, which there happens to be one on the top, 60,000, and put that there. We come over to the number 3 casino. I have the most. Actually, Chris has the most with 60,000, and the house is going to take the 40,000. And
nothing happens on the high 5.
Nothing happens on the high 5 because he didn't. When we placed their 5th die that was there. Over here, the 4 casino, I will take the 90,000, and the house will take the 30,000. And the house gets both of those.
Yikes!
And over here, Chris will get the 90,000, and I will get the 70,000 for having the second most with my big over here. So what we're going to do now is these are going to clear off, and this is kind of the interesting thing. We are going to put out new mini games basically for the casino for this particular round.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and just going to choose some random tiles, and we're going to flip them over and see what happens. And I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to pick ones. So the one that's going to be going here, we have the handicap. Chris is like smirking. And then we have the power play. And we have another one here. We have bad luck. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the rundown as to what these are going to do. And so in the rule book, there is actually a description of all these because I don't remember what they all do. So handicap says, distribute the 9 gray dice as follows on there. So we're going to put 2 there, and we're going to put 3 here, and we're going to put 4 down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. So the way that this is going to work is when activated, choose 1 blank die from any casino and place it onto an empty die pictured on this tile. Whoops, I'm sorry. Pick these off. We'll just put these over here. So the way this is going to work is when activated, so if somebody puts one on there, you're going to choose any blank die from any casino and place it onto an empty die picture on this tile. You get the reward shown, 1 chip, or you can get money, or or one of the 2 options to rotate one of your remaining die to any number of your choice and then place it in a corresponding casino. So during payout, any blank dice in casinos are traded as belonging to an imaginary player that might affect the ranking within the casino or create tiles. So, so if you get a chance to place them somewhere, then that'll be pretty good. So that is the handicap. Actually, the way that they're going to go, you're going to have 1 die in each of the casinos, 1, 2, and 3, and then there's going to be 2 in 4, 5, and 6. So what's going to happen actually is when you're going to choose one, and we're going to place it on these empty things here. So we'll eventually be able to take them off. So that's the handicap. Then power play is D2. So put the power play on the tile right there. And when activated, after placing your dice on the casino, if you alone have more dice here than any other player, take the token from the tile or from an opponent and place it on top of your remaining dice as a reminder. On your next turn, if you still have the token, you may pass the turn. If you do, rotate one of your remaining dice to a number of your choice and place it in the corresponding casino and resolve any effects that might have. If at any time during the round no player has a clear dice majority, the token is returned to the tile. So that allows you to manipulate dice as long as you have it. And then bad luck. Before payout, each player with the lowest amount of dice in this casino, before removing any tied dice and including players with 0 dice, must pay $50,000 into the bank when the round ends. So now you're going to have to at least try to put dice in the number 3 casino. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay $50,000.
If you can get 3s.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to again roll the neutral player and put their stuff out here. So we've got a couple on the 6s. We've got a couple of 1s over here. The 2s, a 3, and a 4. So actually, and then we have to distribute the money cards. So there's 2, there's 2, there's 2, there's 2, there's 2, there's 2. We're going to flip them over and see what we've got in terms of money-wise. So we have, let's see, 90 and 40, that's 130,000. Looks like we've got 140,000 is the most over here, number 6. Then we've got 130,000 over here. And then we have 120,000. 120,000, 120,000 goes there, and 100,000 goes over here. And since Chris was the star player last round, I will be the star player this round. And so, well, wow, that is a lot of dice to put on number 3. And I could make Chris have to pay 50 grand, but that's going to really mess with. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 5s over here like that.
Thank you for that.
But those blank dice are going to be considered like neutrals, so they could end up. I could end up getting nothing. So you got 3 2s, 2 3s, the double 1, or 2 6s. Okay.
I don't activate this right away, though, right?
The handicap, what that will do is choose a blank die from any casino and place it onto an empty die picture on this tile. You get the reward shown. So you can either, if you place one here, you can get a chip. You take one here for 30,000, or that other one is that you can rotate one of your remaining dice to any number of your choice and then place it in the corresponding casino, but you won't activate it. So you can choose any one of the dice off of the casinos, any of the gray ones. Okay, so you can do that, and you take a chip.
Yep.
Okay, you pull your dice out.
Yep.
Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 1s down there. And I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm sorry, not this. I need to take the blank one. And I'll go ahead and, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take 30,000. So here's the bank over here. All right. Back to you.
All right.
Right now, though, the number ones, there's a tie basically between everybody. So potentially there wouldn't even be a payout for that.
But it is the lowest, so is it really worth going after? That is the eternal question.
I need to roll some 3s, to be honest with you.
You had your chance.
I had my chance with a lot of them. Wow. I don't really want to do that. That's kind of silly. I'll go ahead and put a 4 over there.
Now, I have a question, Dave.
Sure.
With the 2s, with this special power.
The only way you're going to take it is if you alone have to have the most dice there in order to take it.
Okay. Value-wise or just sheer?
After placing your dice in this casino, if you alone have more dice here than any other player, take the token.
Okay. Well.
This handicap thing is really kind of messing with a lot of stuff out there.
If I put my 3 there, these 2 will tie. Wouldn't that affect you?
Well, at that point, it's going to be before that, but still, at this point, I would still have the least amount. Yeah. But you would be able to have the clear shot right now at taking the 80,000.
Yeah, if I play my 3, and I think that's what I'm going to do.
Give me some 3s. Oh. All right, well, I'm going to get in there, but I need to at least get it. I need to get another 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Small straight. I'm actually going to try for the 5.
All right, I want a 1. Give me a 1. Oh. Well.
Well, there goes my plan.
See if you're gonna risk trying to roll some more 2s, huh?
I'm gonna try.
All right, here we go. And there's a 1. And let's see. That's gonna knock me out. And I still have to pay the least amount of money if I do that. That's going to knock out everything. That if I leave that die there, Chris will get bumped out. Oh, man. All right, I'm just going to take one of these over here, and I'll take 30,000 because I'm going to end up having to pay 50, so I might as well take the money now.
I have 10 left.
Yeah, so 3 or a 4.
Well, if I put on the 4,
It's going to knock us all out.
Right now, as it stands, the 4 goes to the bank.
Yes.
I'd rather cement 3 if I have to.
And you already got it, but yeah, because I'm
Well,
out of dice. But yeah.
You're out of dice.
Yes, I'm out of dice. So
Can I change that?
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize you were out of dice. So I'm going to take 4.
Okay, maybe you'll get another 4. You have to roll again. So.
And I do have a chip left, so. Okay. Oh, you got lucky.
Well, no, you get a chance to pull one of the gray dice off,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then you place it on there and get whatever. You could take a chip back. You could get money.
Is there one left? There's one left on the 30,000? For
Yes.
30,000?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. And this spot down here, you can.
You don't have any remaining dice, but you could flip it over.
Oh, you
and
have to
place-
have remaining dice. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll take. And you're gonna take 30,000, I think.
All right, so let me look up. Let me find you 30,000. Okay. So here we go. There's a 30,000 for you there. All right, so we're going to start with the number 1 casino, and these 3s are tied with each other. So that goes out. That goes out. The bank's going to take the money there, so that's gone. Casino number 2. Basically, they cancel. The bank is going to take this again. Bank is cleaning house on that. Over here, the least amount, which is going to be myself and the I will have to pay 50,000 because I'm down at the bottom and I'm one of the least players with the least amount of dice there. So there's my 50,000 right there. Take my die back there. Chris, you're going to take the 80,000. The 40,000 is going to go to the house because we're gonna. These are all going to basically eliminate each other because we all have the same amount. Over here on the number 4. Basically, everybody loses on that. Everybody's tied, so the bank's going to take it. So you get your green one back. Whoops, sorry. The gray one goes off to the side. Yellow goes over here. Purple's over here. This casino over here, though, I will get the 90,000. Chris, you get the 40,000.
Still not a bad chunk over here.
Nope. And over here, nothing to the bank. So we take all those out. All these, this casino tile comes off. And we will get some new ones out for the final round. So we played 3 rounds of the game. We'll move these gray dice out of the way. Chris, you can go ahead and set up the monies in the casinos. So I'm going to go ahead and take this casino tile here, and I'm just going to flip it over, and we got prime time. So what I'm doing is I'm just randomly shuffling these up, grabbing one and then flipping it over between one of the 2 sides, and whatever comes up. So there's a potential that something else may come up again. Here's the power play. That's that one we just had out in play. It's back again.
Which could be good or bad.
Yep, so the power play comes back in play. And the last one is going to be block it. So block it is F1. So let's look these up here and see what we have. So prime time, that's this one right here, B1, states that ready the 2 black extra dice. We have these right here. And then it's going to say, before payout, if you're the winner of the casino, you're about to receive the higher value card, throw both extra dice you now have the option to place either 0, 1, or both of these dice in the corresponding casinos. During the subsequent payout, they will count as your own dice. So you have the potential to have 2 extra dice in there. Even if you roll doubles, it could really, either seal something in for you or, allow you to knock somebody else out. So we talked about the power play, and then block it is F1. So it says place the 9 gray dice on the space clusters on this tile as indicated. So we've got a 1 here, a 1 here, a 2 here, 2 here, and 3 there. And what's going to happen is, when activated, choose one of the dice space clusters, take all the blank dice from it, and place them in one casino of your choice. During this round and during payout, treat any blank dice in casinos as belonging to an imaginary player.
God, that's going to be rough.
So it says in the 2-player game, the neutral dice that were placed at the beginning of the round and the blank gray dice count for different imaginary players.
Oh. Okay.
So we've just actually been saying the bank has been taking money. So we should have actually probably been playing as if the imaginary player was keeping their own cash. But so those are going to go there. These 3 4s go over here. The double 2 over here, and a 6 is over here. So Chris, back to you.
Okay, so we have, oh boy, 100,000. I got a lot of 100,000s here. 100,000.
Okay. So what do we have? So what's with the most? We have the 100 and this is 100 and let's see, 150,000 is the most over here in the number 6 casino. And then we have, that's 130,000 right there.
Yeah.
This is 140,000 right here. So 130,000 is going to go here. 120,000 goes here. 100,000 goes here. And then we have down here at the lowest one, we have 90,000. Okay, so Chris, back to you. You're the start player.
You went, yeah, you're right. That's a bunch of 6s.
You have 2 6s, 2 5s, a 4, a 2, and then the 1 and the double 1. So you've got 3 for the 1s.
I love it when I get new components, so we'll see what the 1s do.
With the prime time, okay. Let's see. I got a double 1. I got some 2s. Whoops. You know what? I'm going to put them on the 2s, and then what happens is I take the power play token, and it goes on my remaining dice. And so the power play, again, just to remind everybody what that does, is after placing my dice on a casino, if I have the most dice, I take that token and place it on top of my remaining dice as a reminder. On my next turn, if I still have it, I may pass the turn. If I do, rotate one of my remaining dice to a number of my choice and place it in the corresponding casino and resolve any effects that might have. So I can actually have the ability to start moving dice around. So this would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I probably should have taken it when I had the chance.
Well, you actually have a choice to take a chance to take it now.
Let's see that. So I steal on the way.
You get 1 more.
Oh, I had 4.
There's 4. So you're going to steal you steal this from me. That goes on your remaining dice. Wow. So interesting. I'm going to go over here to 3. Take these 3 over here. Since you no longer have the clear majority, this is going to go back on the board.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. I have no chips to use. A 6 or a 5. There's nothing on the 5s.
Nothing on the 5s, and there's a 90,000 and a 50,000 there.
Oh, but you got so many more dice than I do.
Oh man, there's a bunch of 5s. Yeah, that's
too juicy to pass up.
Yeah, it's a real juicy one.
And I'm stuck with a 2.
Well,
I get it back.
You get the token back, it's not going to help you now. Wow. You know what? I'm going to spend a token. I don't like that roll. at all. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll. Whoops, I have a 6 and a 5 there. I'll place the 6 there and roll again. I don't like it. I'm going to spend it again. I don't like it. I'll spend it again. Come on, give me a 6. A 1. I don't like it. I'm going to spend it again. Darn it. Okay. I got a 2. So I wasted a bunch of money trying to get the dice that I wanted, but we're going to go ahead. All right, so Chris, go ahead and roll it because you win the prime time, so you're going to take the 50,000. And go ahead and roll those 2 dice, and you're going to be able to place those on the casinos if you want to. So you have 2 5s. You could actually go in there and you could place them and they'll count as your own. That would actually get you 50,000.
It would. 2, 3, 4. 2. Oh no. Yeah,
I have 4. There's 1 there. That would give you 2. You would be in second place to get them.
Am I still? Aren't I already?
Oh no! It would actually. It would make you have 3.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still gonna. You can place none. You don't. Okay, then you don't have to place any of them if you don't want to.
And could I have used if I had a reroll chip to reroll these black dice
for prime time on B1? I don't think so. No.
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 Okay, so I'm not gonna place any.
Okay. So all right. So you got that one. So this goes away. This over here. We look at this. These are knock each other out. So you're going to end up taking the 70,000. They get the 30,000. And then over here, the house gets the 70. I get the 50,000. So that was okay. Still. Over here, they take that one. And we come over here. I'm going to get the 90,000. You're going to get the 50,000. And we come over here and you guys eliminate, we get eliminated each other so nobody gets that. So we're just going to go ahead and tally up our money and see who has the most. So I have a 90 and 90, 30, so that's 100,000. So let's see here. All right, so 270. I have $510,000. So the number to beat is 510.
Ooh, I'm getting close. I think I got you. Barely. Oh no, you beat me. 500.
By 5, and I had 510. $10,000. All right. So there you got a chance to see the new Las Vegas Royale played with a bunch of different casinos. So make sure that you click the link in the video description below to check out our review and our thoughts. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.